commission meeting to order. Roll call, Mr.
District 1, Tim Guthrie.
Present.
District 2, Jason Venable.
Present.
District 3, Dennis Miller.
Present.
District 4, Stacy Ledwell.
Present.
There's a quorum present.
We can conduct business this evening. Have our invocation by Mr. Porter and our pledge by Mr. Hill. Next item is approval of the minutes from the January 28th meeting and then the continued meeting on February the 4th. We've had time to review those sets of minutes, so at this time we entertain a motion to approve those separately or together.
Together.
Okay. Motion for both. We have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Next item, approval of the agenda for tonight's meeting. We have 11 items on our agenda. Do we have any changes to the meeting before we proceed? Entertain a motion to approve the agenda. Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Have no awards or presentations. We've had one individual sign up to speak this evening, Mr. Hilston. You come forward.
Well, Pastor Hilton, good evening. It's brought to my attention that some of the county workers don't live in the county. I was just wondering why that is. I work counties out west. I had to go to the county, state the money from the people in Jackson County. I was just wondering if you can get some kind of answer for us. All right.
Thank you, sir. There's no local law or no state law that requires that, is there, Mr. Porter? Individual had to sign up this evening, so we'll move on to our new business. First item, motion to approve and amend the budget on the Council on Aging's transportation budget. This was brought to us at the previous work session. So at this time, before we have further discussion, we'll entertain a motion to approve the recommended changes. Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Now, we'll clarify, this is the transportation budget, part of the budget. Obviously, there's additional funds that come from other sources, but this is strictly the transportation budget.
Do we have a copy of that?
Yes, should have that in the packet. Behind the minutes, it should come from. Temporary hiring policy. Any questions or comments? Actually, I'm sorry, that's not in there. This was presented to us last week, so I don't believe it's in tonight's budget.
Oh, okay.
Or tonight's older. Any questions or comments? We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. Okay. Next item is motion to approve the temporary hiring policy. The changes to this, as stated, pull the commissioners out of that hiring policy, allows for a promotion policy if deemed that we have the candidates eligible. So before we move forward with further discussion on this, entertain a motion to approve this item.
So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Okay. Discussion. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say no. Okay. Next item, motion to approve and sign an agreement with ALDOT for STPNU County Road 11 resurfacing project. We have the funds in the 3-cent gas tank, is that correct?
Yes.
To pay for this, and that's where, if we approve this, those matching funds will come from. So, for further discussion, we have a motion to approve this agreement. Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Discussion, further discussion on this item?
Is this the one that goes from 72 all the way to 35?
Yes, that's correct.
discussion? Comments? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed, say no. Next item, motion to approve and sign a service agreement with Southern Health Partners for the jail. Again, this was brought to us last week, the work session. We have a motion to approve this item.
I'll make a motion.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Any further discussion on this item?
But we pay it monthly.
Yes.
Any other questions? Okay, motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. Next item is a motion to approve and sign a resolution regarding the safety coordinator for EMA. As I noted last week, I'd like to ask that we appoint Mike Ashburn for the safety coordinator position. There are a few other things that we'll need to do with this, like I said, and I'd like to have that on the agenda for the 25th, but this is the first step to get the ball rolling on this. So entertain a motion to approve this item.
I'll make a motion.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Discussion.
We'd be the only one appointed to this.
He'll be the coordinator for the time being, and what I'd like to, on the 25th, I'd like to present a safety policy that he's been working on, as well as a committee recommendation to appoint that committee. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor say aye. Opposed, say no. Okay, next item, motion to approve resolution regarding district voting. You have that resolution before you. I believe it was essentially the same as previously, just as asked that be reimbursed for cost on redistricting. So with that resolution on the table, we have a motion to approve the resolution. For further discussion? Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion on this item? Spoke with the legislature today, and I guess it's a pretty lengthy process in how we go about this, but with this, I believe this will place it on the 2014 ballot for the citizens to vote on if it does go forward. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. A motion to approve and sign a resolution regarding the classification of County Road 33, and this is named it as a major collector. Is that correct?
It's currently classified as a minor collector. It will be classified as a major, so it will be eligible for
Okay. Again, this was brought to us last week, so for further discussion, we have a motion to approve this resolution.
So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Discussion, further discussion? Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, say no. Next item is a motion to approve recommendation from the Revenue Office Hiring Committee. You have a letter in your packets. Due to the circumstances out of our control, our first approved choice for the position of motor vehicle technician 1, grade 5, has resigned. We would now recommend Julie Allen for this position to be effective immediately upon the Commission's approval. So before any discussion on this item, we have a motion to approve this recommendation.
So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? We can get her in here quickly to start and help you guys out. All right. Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. Next item, motion to approve recommendation from the EMA hiring committee. It's the recommendation of the committee to hire Mike Ashburn as the EMA director. He served as the assistant director for several years. And in order to do this tonight and comply with the personnel policy, we'll have to set the rules aside to approve this tonight. So I'll ask Ms. Erickson if she will, or first we'll need a motion to set the rules aside in a second, and then we can do a roll call vote.
So moved.
Motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this part of it? Okay, we can do a roll call, Ms. Erickson.
District 1, Tim Guffey.
Present.
District 2, Jason Venable.
Present.
Do a yes or no vote, I'm sorry.
District 1, Tim Guffey.
Yes.
District 2, Jason Venable.
Yes.
District 3, Dennis Miller.
Yes.
District 4, Stacy Ledwell.
Yes.
Okay, so we can move forward with the process. Again, the recommendation is to approve Mike Ashburn as EMA Director. So entertain a motion to approve that recommendation.
So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion on this item? Any other questions or comments? Okay. Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. Okay. Next item, motion to advertise for the EMA assistant position. If we've approved for Mr. Ashburn to move up, we have the assistant position will now be open. But I ask that we go ahead and get that process underway and advertise that position. So do we have a motion to advertise that position?
So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? And I believe it's a 7-day review process, so we'll open that up tomorrow morning and begin advertising that immediately. All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. Okay. Next item is motion to approve the 2013 millage rates as received from the Revenue Commission Office. You all have a package in here showing the millage rates for the various boards. Do you have anything on this?
No, this is just something we're required.
Do it annually? And there's no changes, I guess, to this from the previous year. Any questions or comments on this, since this is the first time this is coming to us before we proceed? Okay, we'll entertain a motion to approve these rates.
So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. Okay. That concludes items on our agenda, so we'll move on to our reports. Ms. Erickson?
I have included in your packet the budget amendments that we discussed for your review, and that will be uploaded on the next work session.
Thank you, Mr. Widener. Mr. Porter?
Oh, no.
Mr. Harney?
No, sir.
Mr. Miller? Do we have anything?
Nothing.
Mr. Guffey?
I'd like just to invite everybody tomorrow night, Tuesday at 5 o'clock, we're gonna have our community meeting at North Mountain. It's at the gym. Encourage everybody to come out and ask questions. Chuck's supposed to be there. Probate Judge Victor Manning's gonna be there, so our revenue commissioner. So we're gonna have everybody out, so it'd be a good time for the community to get out and meet everyone and kind of get acquainted with your elected officials. So I encourage everybody to come out.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Venable?
No, sir.
Mr. Ledwell?
No, sir.
We thank everybody for coming. As Sandra noted, you do have those changes to 4 or 5 departments. This is a portion of the budget process that we've been going through to try and cut the budget. So if you'll take a look and review those, and you come to myself or Sandra for any questions on those, I'd like to ask that we put that on the meeting for the 25th for the work session to discuss and hopefully vote following that. The budget process is coming along quite well as far as some of the cuts that we're able to make to a lot of these departments. So we'll have, once we approve these, we can give a report on where we're at. So that concludes everything. So we will entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. We are adjourned.